Hello, welcome back to part 3 of Old World on the Rome the Strong Learn by Playing 4 scenario. We're up to turn 34. I think it's going pretty well so far. Quick recap, we've got 7 cities, which is now more than Babylon and indeed everyone else. We've got a great military. We've just started going to war with Hatti. We've killed one of their units and damaged their chariot. Possibly going to take a counter-attack and maybe lose someone this turn, but we'll see how that goes. We've expanded out to the north, killed quite a lot of tribes. We've stolen a city site off Babylon here that we're going to be settling at some point. Yeah, so the plan is we'll keep on expanding to the city sites we've taken. We'll take Hatti's city sites off them, or cities, not city sites. We'll probably take Persia as well, and then I would imagine move on to Babylon. In terms of winning the game, we might try and get a double victory. We're still a long way away from it at the moment, so the points to win is 57, so we need 29 points for a double victory, with the next nation only having at most 14. So yeah, quite a long way away from the moment, but I'd say that's probably where we're heading. But let's end the turn here and see what's going on. Let's just have a look at our laws. We do actually have the serfdom law available to give us some more orders, which I think we'll take. So that gives us an extra 5 orders of the year at the cost of 1 discontent and 28 money a turn. That's absolutely fine. Let's end turn and see what Hatti have got up their sleeves. Right, so it looks like they've just retreated. They're not hanging about to play with Rome. Probably very sensible of them. Okay, mother is severely ill. We are also ill, but the oligarch is not ill. Our daughter, who is our second in line and the judge, has got marriage proposals from Julius and Claudius. Let's just have a look at our opinions. So Claudius hasn't got any opinion. I believe I'm married, yeah. Julius has got a heir from our family. So it might be worth going for Claudius now and getting their opinion up. Seeing as the Julius are pretty happy already. Although, having said that, that will take our... If we do take the Claudius spouse, it will give us minus 40 with Julius, which will take them out of being friendly, which is not so ideal. So she's a judge. What are the options? We've got another judge, so they'll like each other. So that's possibly a good reason for taking this person. Slothful and humble. Slothful's not great, but not too bad. Yeah, I think we'll go with the judge. We'll go with the Julius judge. Yeah, Claudius can just be unhappy. We'll keep the Julius on side. Alright, fine. So we've just connected our cities here. Let's see, this city needs connecting. We're working on connecting this city, which, interestingly, I'm not sure why it's not showing this as connected, possibly just because we can't see it, but I think that should work to connect to this anyway. So once we finish this road, it will connect via the river down here to the sea and then up to Augusta. So that should be fine. I think what we want to do is do some scouting and work out where we're going to attack. So let's get our scouts down here. Try and find some units. So I've got a ship down here, interestingly. Got a swordsman protecting this Odeon being built. Don't know where their chariot's gone. It seems to have just run away completely. Should probably have used replay, actually. We could possibly see where it went. That's a good idea. The chariot went this way. Okay. Right, in that case, let's send the scout up here. Yeah, we still can't see that chariot. It's a little bit risky to move in without being able to see it. This warrior's got a tactician general on it, so if I attack him with melee, they're going to start getting damaged, but we can perhaps just use the slingers. Let's move up a little bit even more. Try not to keep our slingers together so they have no chance to rout them. That's looking a little bit dangerous, but I think it should be okay. Not too worried about guarding that city site. But that's a good place to stand anyway, so let's do it. And I think we just move our warriors forwards at this point. Our axemen even, sorry. Let's see what's going on. Take a very, very weak attack against the city because it's across a river. So I think I'd rather just stand on the forest. Wow, he actually does quite a lot of damage, this warrior. Getting 25% from the general. Yes, nasty. Okay. We probably want this guy to stand next to him then, really. But I've just moved him too far for that to happen. Let's just undo a move there. Let's not go quite that far forwards. And stand these guys next to each other. And make them a little bit harder to kill. Get the spear coming up as well. Yeah, try and be a little bit defensive here. Another axeman down. Happy with that. Let's see. The warrior here, we've got axes here, we've got that warrior. Okay, we've got 6 orders left. Perhaps we'll take a couple of worker moves while we're at it. We've done another axeman and roamer. I think maybe some more slingers would be good at this point. Even though axemen are stronger, we could do some range support. So let's get a slinger out. So our training looking like 52 training a turn. So we can do a 1-turn slinger this turn, but next turn it'll be back up to 2 again. Right, what do we want our workers here to be doing? What do we need? We're looking fairly well off for all the resources that we can build at the moment. We might want to start making some urban buildings perhaps, so we can build some nice specialists. What choices do we have? We've got shrines or barracks. Shrine of Solace, the main benefit of that is the 1 training per adjacent lumber mill, which can be quite significant, but we really want to build that in Roma later. So maybe just a barracks. We can get an apprentice officer out. I think would be okay. Let's build that next to the... let's build that up here so we expand our borders. And we also get the adjacency for the garrison, which gives plus 20% from adjacent barracks. We get an extra 0.1 orders out of it, which is not a huge amount, but it's better than nothing. And this is now done. Can we build any other urbans here? Right, where are we going to put this Shrine of Sol is the question. Like on this urban tile here might not be terrible. We've got 4 adjacent tree tiles. Otherwise, perhaps... yeah, we haven't got anywhere. We could perhaps put it up here if we expanded our borders a lot. It would take a fair bit of effort to do that. Whereas if we just put 1 urban building here, that'll grab this tile, then grab that urban, and then that's ready for a shrine. So I think if we just put a hamlet there, grabs us a load of territory, sets us up nicely for a soul shrine. 1 order left. I think we might just cut some trees, get a bit more wood going. Right, let's see what Hatti thinks about that. Okay, we've got a Danish raid near Mediolanum. New Babylonian ruler who likes me. General's ill. Daughters gained courage. General's compassionate. Okay, Mother's no longer Seville. Or is Seville, I might have misread that. Where is she? Yeah, no longer Seville. 81, she's doing well. Right, so we took 1 attack from the slinger here. That's absolutely not a problem. Can we kill this guy now? 7, 5, 7. Yes, we can kill that guy if we stand in the right spots anyway. That's probably worth doing. Let's take a kill here. Should probably really scout before we do this, just to see what else is lurking, ready to kill us at a moment's notice. Not too much by the look of it. Okay. I suppose, oh right, he's got a Highlander promotion, that's why he really needs to be on the hill. Do 7. Oh, actually, we were 1 point of damage short. That's frustrating. Yeah, he can do 7, he can do 5, and he's got 13 HP. So we need another unit. We could perhaps rush an axeman up here, that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, let's do that. Take the kill. Ah, it's a critical hit anyway, so we didn't even need to. That's frustrating, but never mind. Right, Hatti are much weaker than us now. Fantastic. Might as well take a pot shot at this guy. We've got our 3 unique units. That's fantastic. Let's move him up, ready to help. I think he wants to come up this way, which probably doesn't really leave us enough orders to move in down at Alala, but that's okay for the moment, I think. What else have we got that we need to move? We do have a settler here, so I believe this one was coming up here, or maybe, yeah, maybe this settler's going this way. Where's this settler going? The city site, I suppose, makes more sense. Send him up that way. It's most of our orders already. We could assign a new governor to Surimium. The choices. No one particularly exciting there. Get an extra 2 science a turn with the slothful intelligent judge. That's maybe worth doing. We don't massively need the extra training. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. He is upset with us, which is causing a little bit of discontent, but it shouldn't be too much for a bomb. Okay. Worker. Right, now we probably want this camp, I think. Oh, we are actually out of orders now. Okay, that'll end this turn then. Let's choose some production. Got another slinger here. Do we even want another slinger? I think the answer is probably yes. Let's keep churning out military units. We want to be stronger than everyone. We're still only similar to Babylon at the moment, which is not acceptable. We've done enough festivals to get a specialist here, but I'd quite like to save it for the apprentice officer. We can get out the barracks rather than building a miner. So I think we just keep building festivals here, even though it's still not very effective. It's the best thing you can do at the moment. And we'll certainly take an apprentice acolyte here for the extra 2 science. Sounds great. Right, we could get a free Byrene, and it would appear in Barium. That's actually possibly exactly what we want. That we don't, it'll save us having to build a Byrene out of our city that's not great at training. And we only really need 1 to get over to Persia, assuming that Persia don't have ships of their own, which they may do, but we'll see. They're competent, but they are much weaker. Okay. See, I'm sure as soon as Hatti can kill someone, they will. Chariots appeared, but taken a terrible attack across a river by the looks of it. So you're just looking to die. Yeah, that is an odd attack there. In fact, I might even call pulled out a little bit buggy, so I'm just going to take a copy of the autosave here so we can have a look at that later, because that does not seem right at all. With me. Right. So, yeah, the Chariot's taken a 4 HP attack across the river. He could happily have taken a double the attack somewhere else, and he's not even killed anyone. He's just gonna get killed. So that was a terrible attack from Hatti. We will have a look at that. So let's kill this Chariot. Let's take advantage. Look, a gift horse in the mouth. So we'll just kill him. We'll use the leader to finish him off. Oops. It's not quite enough. We actually need to be next to him. The reason for using the leader general to finish him off is because we get double the XP. So we're going to be leveling up a ruler soon. We're at 182 of 200 XP now. We just got 200 for killing that unit. Sorry, 20 XP for killing that unit. So that helps get our leader an upgrade, which is going to be nice. Alright, looking at our events, we should have looked at these to start with, really. We can get a citizen and a worker in Roma. That sounds pretty good. 940 money, not bad, but we don't really need it. 110 science is also very nice. Or Babylon can like us. Right, do we want a worker and a citizen around? We don't really need the worker. We've already got people doing things. We don't really need the citizen either. I think we're just going to take the science. That gets us that free bireme immediately. Right. Minus 40 opinion of slavery. Or lose some opinion and some money. So this is essentially, if we take the first option, then as long as we run slavery, we'll have a permanent minus 40 opinion. But if we change out of slavery at some point, it won't be an issue. Whereas this is only a temporary for 20 years negative opinion, but it does cost us some money as well. I think I'm not actually sure what the best bet here is. Do we want to switch out of slavery? Freedom gets us 16 money a year, which is not a lot. We are working on building more specialists, so that will go up. I think we might just take the first option, and we'll probably come out of slavery at some point. Right, the governor of Roma has died. That's a shame. Yeah, we've lost a lot of training there. That was getting us, yeah, huge amounts of training, that governor. All right, who can we put in their place then? Queso the Orator is not too bad. We get a decent amount of training. We do lose some science, which I don't love. But I think keeping the training high is probably the most important thing. So let's pop them in. Research-wise, we have just picked up the free bireme, that's right. We could get a training boost. We don't really need more training. Coinage, money boost, or composite bow. I'm not too excited about any of those options. I don't really want... Composite bow would be nice for ranges and archers, but we kind of need to get forestry before that makes a lot of sense, because both of those things need wood, which we have no income for at the moment. Coinage gets us markets and the ability to pacify cities, neither of which is massively useful at the moment. Training boost or a money boost? I think I'm a little bit more tempted just to take the money boost, and then we'll cycle our research deck round to something more useful, or even training. Perhaps we can do some promotions or something with that training. Oh, we were a schemer, yeah. Right, so scouting around. Don't see any more people about to pop out of the woods to kill us, so that's good. They're looking very, very much in trouble now, I'd say, Hatti. Let's get the axes on the right side of the river. And make sure these two axes are next to each other to get the commander bonus. See if we can't take Alar out. Could use a slinger down here, really. Fortunately, we've just built a couple, so they can come help with that. Yeah, we're very order constrained now. I don't think we need to worry about anyone else over here. I'd love to get a hero general on this guy so he could heal, but we seem to be very short on generals, at least for the champions family. I suppose pretty much all of our units are champions, so we've kind of used up the limited supply of generals already for them. Right, this settler, oh yes, that's right, he came up from Barium, he's going to settle the city sites. Let's come this way. A little bit risky. Hatti could potentially do some damage, but A, it's hard for them to actually get there because they're kind of locked down by all my troops. And B, honestly, if they attack the settler, then it'll be a suicide mission to do so. So yeah, not too worried about that. I think we're going to keep building settlers here. Slingers even. Range support is great. Work is good, although we can't actually do anything with that at the moment. Do we need another settler? No, not really. Let's see, we've got a settler for here. We do need one more settler than we're building at the moment, I think. So maybe it is worth building a settler here. And if it's 10 years. Or we could perhaps think about a Byrene. Or even a scout. A scout actually might be quite nice to go and see a bit more of Babylon's lands. Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do with that. Right, oligarch has died. We've got a new oligarch who likes us a little bit. That's all right. You've established Zoroastrian mythology. And we're doomed. Okay. New leader next turn. We've again taken one attack on the spearman from this warrior. Not too worried about that. We've actually got no events this turn. He look like they're in serious trouble. Okay. Let's settle this seaside. I definitely want to do that this term. And do we want champions? Oh, actually, if we go here, we could get a nice landowner city. Because we can get this access to this barley here. I think that's fine. Take that and get a worker, which we may actually have the orders to use at some point, at least when we're finished fighting Hatti anyway. It's a little bit risky leaving the spearman here, but it doesn't look like there's anyone left to nobble him, so I think we're fine. We'll take an attack from him and him and him. Right, this city looks like it's going to fall next turn. Yep, Al-Alar's going to be ours, just in time for that Odeon to finish. That's perfect. Might as well start getting these slingers taking attacks. Promotions, Warden, perfect. We are on an urban tile. We could do a bit more damage if we go closer, but I'd rather force the warrior to come out of the city if he wants to attack us. Having said that, let's just get the status in. Attack. Alright, we've got an upgrade on our general. Heckler Tracker Tough. 25% versus another general. Not terrible. We are facing a couple of generals. Or just Tough is more generally useful, but it's a much lower bonus. I think Heckler's good because units with generals are generally the toughest ones that are going to do the most damage, so it's good to get a good bonus against them, even if it's not always useful. Oh, Babylon seems to have shot up in points. Oh, they've got 5 developing cities. Yeah, we really don't have very much culture in any of our cities apart from Roma. It's something that maybe I ought to think about developing more. Drama might not be a terrible choice. Get some Odeons up. or I'm quite tempted to get forestry as well, so we could start getting some wood. And also husbandry would be useful. It's a lot of things we could use now. I don't think we really need phalanx at the moment, so I think it's between drama and forestry. Drama would be good. We get the music as well, which is always nice. So yeah, drama starts the music playing. Would be all right for me. Militia's not doing anything. Warrior, I'm not sure there's a lot of point moving him. We did get a raid near Mediolanum. I wonder where they are at the moment. So I guess we're going to have some units coming from one of these camps at some point. So we need to be on the lookout for that. So yeah, that warrior definitely can stay there. Right, we've got a few workers left. We've got a city who's... Right, one more turn, one more festival, we can start actually doing a apprentice officer, which would be good. Now, we are doomed, so we're very likely to die next year. It's not a 100% chance, but it's a very high chance that we will die, which means we will likely no longer be a scheme and our scout will be exposed. So let's just have a look at the succession. So currently our heir is a zealot. 7 courage, bloodthirsty, ruthless zealot. It's quite fun. We've also got a second in line who's a judge. Remus in third in line is another schemer. We don't really want to put Remus in charge because he won't live for very long, likely. We've got another schemer. I think I'm happy enough with my bloodthirsty zealot daughter being next in line, so we won't mess with the succession just now. We will get this scout into the forest so it remains hidden when we're no longer a schemer. We've got a byreme. Oh, Hatti actually has got a byreme who's come to say hello. That's fun. Alright, well we do slightly more damage than him. So I think we'll just come and take an attack. Should be fine. Scout, yeah, it's fine there. 7 orders left for workers now. So, what can we do with them? Another camp here for even more orders, sounds great. This is a champions worker though, so really he wants to be back in the champions family. Let's leave him for the moment. Let's get a statesman worker to build the camp so it doesn't take an extra year to complete. Another barracks would be great here, so we can then keep working on our apprentice officers. And yeah, the dyes, maybe does any of my families want dyes particularly? Yes, the champions do. That would be worth building an improvement on those dyes and then getting a specialist in. We can give the dyes luxury to our champions, make them happy. We got the training boost, so we've got a huge amount. We're capped on training now. We're at the limit, so anything over that, like an extra 130, is going to get converted immediately into orders. We probably should use the training for promotions and adding generals, but all of our military units are busy fighting at the moment, so I'm fine with it converting into orders for the moment. But yeah, it's definitely something to remember. It's worth promoting our units, spending some of this training. Okay, Hatti, you got any fight left in you? Nope, you're retreating, accepting that you're doomed. This warrior has... What has this warrior done? Oh, he's healed. Okay. Hatti's at peace with the Danes. Yes, we have died. I suspected we would. And we are now Queen Portia the New. There's bloodthirsty zealot. Oh, bless. So yeah, so we lose our orders from war and ability for the scout to always be hidden from the schemer. And now we've gained the zealot ability. So now we get extra opinion for the leader's religion. So it's probably worth converting her to Roman paganism at the first chance we get to just boost up that opinion. State religion cities can hurry production with training. We don't have a state religion and we can't get one at the moment. but it's worth bearing in mind that's something we could maybe do in the future. We do have a lot of training, so it would be great to be able to hurry production with training. All units get an extra fatigue. Very nice. So as Rome, we get an extra fatigue anyway, and now as a Zealot, we're getting an extra one on top of that. So all units now have 5 fatigue, which is going to be huge for allowing them to go wherever they want to. Very happy with that. All right, so we've got a coronation event. We can get some civics and gain some charisma, but lose courage. I don't think we want to lose courage. I like the fact that she's got a lot of courage. I'd like to stack that even higher if I can, because the benefits of rating stat points get higher, exponentially higher the more you have of it. Going from 10 to 11 courage is much more useful than going from 0 to 1 courage. So yeah, it's good to stack if you can. Unfortunately, there's no options for increasing courage, and 2 of them reduce our courage, so I don't love that. We could perhaps lose a discipline in exchange for a wisdom point and gain some culture. I think I'm fine with that. One of our generals has retired. Fine. Yeah, so we took an attack on the Byrene, but we're winning this fight if no reinforcements come, so that's not a problem. Right, we should be able to take out this city this turn, I think. Now, it's got 4 health points. These people are all doing 3 damage, so that means we'd have to take 2 attacks. So we could use the 2 slingers to take it down, and then use the units that do more damage to attack the warrior. Probably makes a lot of sense. We could take a promotion here. Let's just see, does combat take us up to 4? It does. That sounds worth doing then. Let's do that. There is both a worker and a warrior in this city, so that's going to probably give them an extra turn of life, because we can't kill both of them this turn. These 2 units can do 5 each. He's got 14 hit points. He does 4. That's perfect. Kills the warrior very effectively. But now we've got the worker to deal with, who we can't quite take out this turn. So Alala will live for 1 more turn, but no longer. These raiders appeared yet? Yes, we've got raiders coming in. So it's probably worth maybe even upgrading this guy to an axeman. And let's see. Yeah, the military unit has run away from Sarissa, so we can just happily take this city. Let's see. Wow. It's 4 damage. Oh, I don't want to do that. Again, I want to exactly take the city down. I don't want to do 2 and then have 1 person doing 1 damage, because the overflow won't go onto the worker. Whereas if we do that, we should be able to take out the city this turn. Yeah, we can. Perfect. Right, 1 Hatti city down. They've got 3 left. We're about to take this one. The 2 zones there, and then we're not actually entirely sure where that... Oh, it's over here. I wonder if that's on an island. We might need the boat to get over there. So that's something it's worth looking into. Let's get the scouts. Is it worth trying to get the scout down here? I don't know if there's going to be any forest hiding. We need to care about forest now, because our scout isn't permanently invisible, thanks to not having a schemer leader anymore. So I think I might just wait until all of these units are safely dead before I try any more scouting down here. Got another settler out here. So let's settle one of these cities. Probably this one is the best one, because it's got quite a lot of nice resources, including this ore here. Let's come over here and do that. I think I would like to upgrade this guy to an axe. Must be fully healed. Right, can't do that this turn. Okay. We can build a farm on this barley, because we're a little bit short on food now. And maybe just another worker, or maybe even another settler actually at this point. So that would be quite handy to send over to the city site up here. And this place could do either a trapper or another worker. I think a trapper. I think we don't have orders for workers, so there's probably not a lot of point pumping out a lot of workers. Right, we've finally got the connection to Sirmium, which, as suspected, yep, does connect up to Augusta now, and connects this city site. So this is ready for when this settler pops out and comes here. We can get that city site connected as well, or city, as it will be. Okay, still got 20 orders left. Let's have a look at our production. We've got a festival. Right, we're going to get an apprentice officer in 2 turns. Excellent. So our science rate has suffered a bit because we no longer have our schemer king. So he was giving us a fair bit of science from his wisdom. So we do need to work on our specialists a bit more. A master acolyte here seems reasonable. So that will. So the thing to note with this is this replaces the apprentice acolyte. So even though it says it's giving us free science and free culture, it's actually replacing this one that's giving us 2 science and 2 culture. So the actual benefit of this is 1 science, 1 culture, plus the half an order. I think it's still worth doing. 1 science is good. We want the half an order, and culture never hurts either. So we'll take that. Rome's still popping out slingers constantly. I wonder if we maybe have enough units now. We're not losing any in this war by the looks of it. Hatti have been completely unable to kill any of our units. And yeah, more units is probably just a waste at this point. So let's take an apprentice officer here. We can, in fact, I'm just having a look here. An ore miner would be great because it gets us another 2.4 training as well as 10 iron and a science. So I do want an apprentice officer, but I think I'll take the miner first because that gets us the resources as well. Scouts just chilling there. Warriors healing up. So this warrior has got 1 health point missing, which is why I can't upgrade him. We could heal him, but idle units will heal 1 HP a year each year anyway, so he will full heal up next turn as long as he doesn't get attacked. So actually spending an order to heal him would be a waste. Don't need to do that. Right, workers are out here. We need a camp. Let's get a camp. Let's chop some trees before we do that as well, because we're getting a little bit low on wood. Definitely want to get forestry soon, but that will help massively with our food supply. Right, we've got a champion's worker here. Right, yes, I was going to build the Shrine of Sol here, wasn't I? So we're ready when we get lumber mills up. We can put lumber mills on these 4 tiles and get a nice bit of extra training there. This is a statesman worker, so he's in the right place. We could take a barracks. I'm not particularly excited about that, but it gives us specialists, so I don't particularly want it for the training. I don't imagine the city is going to be building much in the way of units. Maybe a bireme, maybe another bireme, but it does let us build an apprentice officer, which is another 2 training, which is worth doing. So let's do that. Let's build it on the coast. And the reason for that is that we only need 1 urban adjacency on the coast, and it will extend our coastal borders. So if we can link these up, that's going to give us a bit of faster transport if we ever need to get troops down here quickly. As units can move a lot faster over coast than they can over land. We've got 1 more idle worker. I think probably some more stone is good at this point, so let's take a quarry. It's quite a good place for a quarry. We get 10 extra stone from that. This warrior is just healing, so he's not doing anything. The slinger could maybe come up and help with the tribes, I suppose. Probably wouldn't hurt to clear these Danes out. And I don't think we need any more for destroying the remains of Hatti. So let's send him up that way. Okay, and yeah, I think that's great. I've got the follow AI setting turned off, by the way, which is why I'm not seeing the AI move on their turn. I prefer to just use a replay if I'm interested in what they did, but otherwise it's fine to just leave it off and make the turns go a bit faster. We've got another Danish raid. Right, okay, it's probably a good thing I did send that slinger up there then. King Hatsuli is dead. Mercilessly has taken the throne. He's a schemer. 6 wisdom freezer. They really don't like us, eh? Minus 615. Well, I'm probably not going to be alive for much longer, so that's fine. Severely ill, not severely ill. Duke Remus has died. Okay. It's going to hurt our science even more. Yeah, Duke Remus was giving us a lot of science as well. So our science has gone down quite a lot. Let's take a look at our resource production. Yeah, we had a peak of 46 3 years ago, and we're now down to 33. So this is why characters are great for science, but you can't rely on them. You do need other sources as well. The best source of which is specialists, which is why I've been concentrating on building a lot of specialists, because we need to get our science rate back up if we want to compete. Babylonia is still erudite to us, which means they're a lot smarter than us. So, 4 caravan missions. We can't build caravans. That's not going to work. Promoting it 10 times should be fairly easy. We've got a lot of units and a lot of training. So that seems like a very doable ambition. 8 techs. Our tech is awful. So yeah, let's take that. Once our units are finished actually killing Hatti, we can just take a promotion. In fact, all of these units haven't got anyone to fight this term. Most of these haven't either. So let's take down the city wall defences with the axemen, and then let's see, I probably want the spearman to stay here and capture the city. He's not going to be a lot of use for fighting until he heals up. So I suppose I will use him to do that. Oh, he can even take a free promotion, so I don't need to spend a cooldown to get this promotion. Herbalist would be good. We'll get him back in the action quicker. So that's our first promotion done already. Alright, Mercy and Alala. 2 legitimacy minus opinion. Civics but lose opinion. Yeah, let's execute them. Could use the legitimacy for sure. Great, okay. First city, well, actually second I suppose. Yeah. Right, lots of raiders coming in. We definitely want an upgrade to an axe. We definitely want this settler coming over here. Look how far we can move with 5 fatigue. That's just beautiful. That seems like quite a nice position for a city, and I think this is going to be a champion city because it's got the ore and the horses. It'll be a great place for building units. Build a worker here. This guy can now start healing. Right. Okay. So let's move on to her tutor, I think. That's not quite what I wanted to do, but that's okay. And we'll take some promotions just to get our ambition going. Focus sounds really good. We've got some crit hits. We've got the axeman down here as well. I have got some people, some remains of Hatti resistance. So might just need to be a little bit careful about this. Let's take focus on him as well. His slingers down. I'm going to take another promotion. Ooh, Eagle Eye is great. Ignore the distance modifier. Normally we get a minus 20% for every tile we are away. That will let us ignore that, and it leads to marksman, which gives us an extra range. So that's a great promotion for a ranged unit. Alright, well that's 4 of our 10 promotions done already, so that's a great start on the ambition. We've got a settler completed, which we don't now have the orders to move, but I guess that can wait till next turn. What do we need now? We don't need a worker. We probably want to get some specialists in, but we don't have any improvements yet, so I think we'll probably just, well, we could build another scout. We are already building one here, which is going to come down and look into Babylonian terrain, but maybe one up here wouldn't hurt either. Good to keep an eye on what your enemies are doing. Not that Babylonia are our enemies at the moment, but we're going to want to beat them at some point, whether that's by war or by points. So yeah, definitely still worth knowing what they're up to. Right, let's see. No, Hatti is still in full retreat. They don't think they can take us, which is fair. Grandmother's gained courage. Wow, my grandmother, 86-year-old starting character, is still in the game. Amazing. The governor has died in office. Okay, fine. I don't particularly care about that at the moment. Right, so we've got conquered families, conquered cities now to give to our families. I think at the moment I don't particularly care who gets it, so I might just give it to the statesman to balance out the number of cities. They're getting a -20 envy opinion penalty at the moment, so if we give them that, that makes them a little bit happier. The city needs to repair. Right, we're taking Alala next turn. Yeah, again, there's no resistance at all over here. It's probably time we got a scout. There is a nice bit of forest here, and we know that they've only got the 2 cities left now. Hattu's and Adana, so we know they haven't got any other cities. No military on show. Going to be quite easy to take these guys out. Hattusa looks like it's reasonably well defended. 13 defence just from having lots of citizens, I suppose. But that's okay. It'll take a while to battle them down, but it's certainly still doable. So probably not a lot of point moving these guys forward. Just check the raider situation. The raiders we probably do want to start dealing with. Let's take an attack on these people. And the settler we still definitely want to move over as well. So many things to do, so few orders. Always need more orders. So yeah, we've lost orders from the schemer as well, so our orders have gone down as well. And we're building a lot of improvements. We might need to stop that for a bit. So yeah, I do want to move this guy a bit closer. So sadly we didn't get any more promotions this turn because we've just used all our orders on unit movement. That's the downside of being a zealot with extra fatigue, is that it's easy to spend orders very quickly when your units can move 5 a turn. Spend 5 a turn on movement. Right, the apprentice officer's up, that's great, it's a bit more science. We're getting another barracks next turn, so we will be able to build another apprentice officer, but we might as well do a master in the meantime. We're getting so many civics from our statesman bonus, plus our stonecutters and our governor. It's very quick to build specialists. Wow. Oh, what just happened there? For starters, how did that Hatti boat even get in to my city? Shouldn't it have been blocked by Zoc? Let's just replay that. And it must be another boat because the other one was damaged, so he must have another one and he's retreated to damage one. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how he got past. I guess he could. Yeah, right, okay. So Zoc, the way Zoc works in the game, in case you're not familiar, and obviously I need to refresh myself on the rules because I've forgotten how it worked, is that you can move next to another unit that exerts Zoc, and you can move away from it, but you can't move from a tile that's covered by Zoc to another tile that's covered by Zoc directly. So for example, if the ship was on this tile here, it can move into this tile, which is next to the unit. It can then move to here, which is not, and then it can move to here and then to here. So it's that little indentation, that little bay there, has allowed him to get past me. Otherwise he wouldn't have been able to, because he wouldn't have been able to move directly from this tile to this tile, because they're both covered by Zoc, or this tile to this tile. I suppose actually he could also have gone around this way. That's true. So yeah, that's not quite what I was expecting, but fine. Right, we definitely do want to take an attack with that boat. I can't just let him do that. So I'm going to have to buy a couple of orders to do that. Ooh, promotion. Excellent. Praise of 2 lands. Seaborne, plus 20% promotion. It's not terrible, but we're not actually in ocean at the moment, so it doesn't give me any immediate benefit. I guess we will do that. And yeah, now this is starting to be a little bit worrying, because if he gets another Byrene back, gets his damaged Byrene back to sandwich between these 2 boats, this guy could actually die. I don't think there's a lot I can do about that. We could, if we had other units nearby, we could bring them back to support. But that could be our first unit loss, because I don't think we've lost any units otherwise so far. We'll see. We'll see what Hatti does. Right, so we've discovered drama. Okay, of course, when we have music. Perfect. Perfect. So we ought to start building Odeons when we have orders to do so. But in the meantime, what do we actually want? I quite like forestry now. So I think I'm just going to take the cheap admin tech rather than any of these, just to cycle through the tech deck to get back to forestry. Alright, so, the bioream is shown up here, or at least one of the bioreams is shown up here. You may have even more, of course. Oh wow, and they have actually, okay, so they have killed a unit, but it wasn't the unit I was expecting. They killed an axeman in between these 2 warriors and a slinger and the boat. Wow, okay. Well, we've lost our first unit, how embarrassing, but okay, fine. We are going to keep this Byreme alive and kill him next turn. He can't kill me unless he rushes this Byreme all the way back in. But yeah, smart move from Hatti, finally starting to display some good thinking there, I think. Right, we can take this warrior out with another unit. We will need to rush another unit in, I think. Yeah, we can't quite get there otherwise. That's frustrating. Still. Yeah, let's rush this guy in. Quick kill. And let's deal with our event. We've got a new heir. Princess baby. We could name her Portia. Let's name her after Grandmama. Sure, still make her happy. Oh, we could adopt a state religion with Zoroastrianism now. So it's spread to one of our cities by the looks of it. Oh no, it's not spread, of course. It's just Alala is a city we captured that already had it. So that would, in theory, if we did that, let us rush in our cities with the state religion. It's not super useful at the moment. Only the city has the religion and it's not developing, which is another prerequisite to be able to rush. So I don't think we're going to do that just yet. Nope, we're not going to do that just yet. Alala needs a city. Family, sorry. Champions landowners as a statesman. I'm tempted to give it to statesmen to try and keep their cities together. It will annoy the Claudius, sadly, as we could give that to them. No, I think I'm going to give it to the statesman to keep them happy, and that gives him a lot of civics, and he has a lot of potential specialists to build, or it will give him a lot of civics once we repair the damage and assimilate the citizens. We will need to influence this person now. Oh, actually, yeah, we want to convert to Roman paganism as well. Oh, of course, except the Claudius are the one family who aren't Roman pagan. Well, we still want to do it anyway to help the other 2 families. So that's not ideal, having a negative opinion. We could... Oh, of course, we're on the strong difficulty, so we don't get rebels. If you were playing at the highest difficulty level, you would start getting rebels immediately upon a family becoming upset. But at this difficulty level, we don't, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. So that's okay. Right, we've got a settler here. We can settle this city. matters too much from what we can see. Let's just go on the city site. Let's make this as landowners. That will make them happy again. Nearly happy anyway. Fire cult should be built. Boost Roman pagan opinion for the cost of some stone. Or we could sacrifice it for some Zoroastrian opinions, because Zoroastrians really don't like me. I guess because we're at war with the Zoroastrian nation. And also we could convert it, that didn't help. And our ambassador's giving us -20 opinion as well. My 87-year-old grandmother, she's not keen on the religion. Is giving us a lot of foreign opinion though. I think let's boost Roman pagan opinion. That sounds good. It's getting a whole load of opinion with them now. Yeah, it'd be nice to influence the Roman pagan head, our mother or grandmother even. We could get her up to 100 and then we could convert the Claudius family to Roman paganism. No one follows it at the moment. We need the religion head to be pleased with us before we can do that. So it might be better to influence the pagan head first. But given she's 87, by the time we do that and try and convert, she may die by that point anyway. So let's carry on influencing the Claudius. We're already doing that, and then we'll maybe think about influencing the pagan head after, if she's still about. Right, we need to deal with that. And if we dealt with the ship as well, there's lots of theatres going on here. Yes, we have taken that attack this turn, that's very important. Sling her up here to start dealing with him, I suppose. Really we want to use him to attack someone who's not in forest, because otherwise we're going to get a huge penalty. Hopefully keeps those barbarians busy for a bit. Right, we're definitely starting to look a little bit order-starved now, but I think we should be okay as long as I think Hatti's back has been broken now, so even though they're starting to fight back a little bit, it's too little too late for them really. And I think we will call this episode here for now. But yeah, going very well, and I will see you next time.